folks. Oh, I'm exhausted. I was just shoveling snow, like actually shoveling. So I just wasn't in the mood to do anything yesterday, so I stayed in bed. And I ended up falling back to sleep around 6 p.m. I think. Woke up at 1 o'clock this morning. Oops. So Zach gets home, I think about 7. I'm not even sure what time it is now. So I want to come out and get something done, because our spots out here really have to be finished. Because Michelle's boyfriend didn't have anywhere to park. I had his spot. I had both cleared out, and then it snowed again. I got everything done except for the walkway up to the house. And I just didn't have any more, and I haven't really been able to do anything since. And we've been getting snow every day. So it kind of built up again. He didn't have anywhere to park, so hold on a second. So he parked on the side of the road, and of course there's a big snowbank around where he was parked. Not legal, he's lucky he didn't get a ticket, but he didn't have anywhere to park. So I guess apparently Zach and Ken come out here and shoveled around Zach's car. That's all that was done. So because I'm up early, I think Zach gets home around 7. Yeah, it's just too early to really run the blower. I don't want to disturb the neighbor, so I just kind of did what I could by shovel. I got rid of this here. There was more than a foot of snow sitting here, so it's all gone. Because on the other side of Zach's car, I can get the blower through there, but I can't do this with the blower with his car here. It's really, aside from blowing it over his car or at his car, which I don't neither, or which I want to do. So I wanted to get that done first before he got home. That was the important part. And I just shoveled it over here. This is where the second car usually parks. So once I get the blower out, then I can do this part here. But I'm not doing that by shovel. So my back's kind of sore now just from using the snow shovel. But I still got, the snowbank from the snowplow, and I got to get rid of that snowbank right there. And then the important part's done, and then hopefully I can do the rest later, depending on how much energy I still got left. But it's really, really cold today. It's minus 12 when I come out. I don't know what the high temperature is supposed to be today, but it's colder now because it's morning. I'm not usually out at this time, but shoveling snow, I don't feel it. Now that I'm sitting here doing nothing, I'm starting to feel it. The funny thing is, I bought those heated socks this year, and I haven't really needed them. It's been nice. I'm liking this lack of cold temperatures. It's been nice. But now it's like it's here and we're getting it. So I don't know how long it'll last, but it's winter still. This is when we're supposed to get the cold, and we're going into our coldest month now. This is January 31st. Mid-January to mid-February is usually our coldest temperatures. So it's due. If we get it, it's not a surprise. So that's why I'm out. So I'm going to go over my new camera, and I'm going to talk about what I do like and what I don't like, and then I'm going to experiment with the microphones. So before I get that, I'm going to talk about my DB Cooper. I have noticed one of my videos where I went out at night, as soon as I started up the camera, it was making that buzzing noise, and as soon as I turned on my strobe light on the back, that buzzing noise stopped. So I'm a little bit confused because my old SJ cams would do that after they get old. I have a different power supply on the Monster than I did on the ES950, and they used to do that on the ES950. That's how I knew it was time to get new batteries. So then I kind of thought, you know, when the battery's dead, then that's when it's doing it. So I charged this up fully when it was in the house, and the next day it was still doing it. And then that's when I noticed, when I turned that light on, that noise went away. So apparently it's my power supply. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if it's my USB strip up here, or if it's the actual 5-volt supply inside the Monster. I don't know. But I'm not sure what I can do about it. It doesn't do that with the H9, it only does it with this. And the SJ cam. They're both doing it. And this is new. Brand new battery, fully charged. So, I don't know. But enough about this. Let's talk about my new camera. So I can't use the Fuji anymore, so I'm using the camera case for it. It just fits in here, so it's not really adequate. I'm gonna see if I can get a bigger bag, but at least it fits in here. But I can't just put this in my bag to bring it out here because there's no lens cap. I don't want the lens getting dirty, I don't want it to get damaged. So I have to put something around it. I can't just carry it as is. So my first impression, it's really big. It's heavy. For comparison, this is the camera I was using. So it's quite a bit bigger. This I can just stick in my pocket. That's what I thought I was going to be able to do with this, but obviously not. So my first impression about this, it is super cheap quality. Like, it's just a weird plastic cover. It looks so cheap. But as far as electronics go, a good judge of quality is the weight, and this is really heavy. This weighs more than my Fuji, my SLR Fuji. This actually weighs more than it, so you know, that says something right there. Other thing I'm not really crazy about is it's a KETKAR, that's the brand name, but there's no model number. So this might be the only camera they make, which, you know. But I do like it. I don't like that I have to use the lens hood. I can't put any kind of filter on the lens because there's no threads. This lens hood actually goes inside the lens ring, and it's got slots. You push it in and turn it, and it locks in place. So there's no threads, so I can't even put a filter on to cover the lens with. I can't put a lens cap on it because there's nothing for it to grip. Because normally the lens caps have I don't know what to say, it's like wavy, and they grip the threads, the filter threads. Can't do that with this. So that's kind of a disappointment. Nothing to protect the lens. I don't like that. But like I said, it's got a large battery. I like the size of the battery. It's pretty big. So it's good that way. I like the handle. It just fits onto the hot shoe and then clips in the back, and it's got the controls on top of it, so I can zoom in and out with this. I can start recording, stop recording. That's the only two controls I have on it. The actual viewing screen is nice. I hope the camera didn't move there. It's good and solid. It feels good quality. It's very limited in features, which I kind of knew anyways. It's got the the zoom in and out on the top, and they're backwards. Normally you push the forward to zoom in and then push back to zoom out. The one on the back, same thing, it's backwards. But just to kind of take some getting used to. On this one it's left and right, so it's not even forward and back, it's just left and right, so you just kind of got to remember which way to turn it. However, on the remote, I really like this. It's got the arrow up and down, and the arrow up pointing forward is actually the right way. So zoom in with the up arrow and zoom out. That's the way it should be. That's the way this should be, but they're reversed on the camera. So that's just kind of weird. As far as accessories go, this light, which is kind of nice. I gotta put it on straight, it would help. I'm doing this without my glasses, so. Turn it on. I may use the remote for this. Nice thing is with all of this, everything that I've got here, the only thing that takes actual batteries is this two AAAs. Everything else is rechargeable. The camera, plug it in to charge it. The light, plug it in to charge it. And the microphone that came with it is also rechargeable, so that's kind of cool. So when I'm using this, it's got a light on here. I can turn it on. A little bit of a fill light, and this I turn on separately. I can't turn it off. So this is going to come in handy when I'm working on the monster. I'm really going to like that, so I'm going to turn this off. Save my battery. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Because I can put this closer to where I'm working on the monster and hope I don't damage the lens. I might put some clear plastic or something across the front just to protect the lens in case anything comes at it. But, you know, it's going to work good for that. I'm just hoping this tripod and my mini tripod can handle the weight of this. I'm not sure of that yet. But what I do like, and I don't remember what that was, I was going to say, yeah, everything was rechargeable, so I don't have to worry about batteries. I can use the camera while it's plugged in, while it's charging, and I tested I can actually use this light too. I can charge this light at the same time while I'm using it, so I can run my power supply here, or I can plug it into the wall outlet that I have for my USB. What I don't like is they're both USB-C. It comes with a charging cord, USB-C, and this comes with its own little cord, but they're too short. So I ordered a couple from Amazon. They're both 6 feet long, so if I have this on the tripod, then I don't have to have my power supply hanging like it is right now and worry about the weight of it turning the camera without me expecting it, because that has happened. You've seen that. So that's a plus. I can have everything plugged in. I don't have to worry about the batteries dying in the middle of doing something. So that's kind of cool. I don't remember if there's anything else I wanted to say. I got really frustrated at first because there's no battery charger. One battery, no charger. You charge the battery through the camera. And it comes with the cord. And I cannot find a charger port on here anywhere. Absolutely nowhere, right? So I don't even see a place to plug a microphone in, because it's supposed to have external microphone, and it comes with a microphone. You gotta be able to plug it in somewhere, right? It took me 15 minutes to find it, and that's another thing about the quality just isn't there. As far as the build quality, the actual package, it's just not there. I looked at the instruction. It says how to charge, but it doesn't show any illustration of where to plug it in. So I was getting angry. I was frustrated. I was looking everywhere. There's no ports here anywhere. Nothing anywhere to plug anything in. It was really ticking me off. So I finally found it right here. It's kind of engraved in here. It says microphone and whatever, and it says open. And I discovered this part comes off. It took a long time to find that. Like I say, it took me literally 15 minutes to find it. And what I don't like about this, I don't know how close I can get here, but when I pull this forward, there's two little plastic, I don't even know what to call them, but it's two thin plastic things that stick out, and in order to plug anything in here, you got to pull it forward, and it bends them. So that's going to snap off in no time at all. But it's got the video out, it's got the charge port and the microphone input, so it is there. Like I said, this is going to break off in no time. Cheap that way, but as long as the quality's there, I don't care what the package is. I didn't buy this for looks, I bought it for function. So I'm going to take this off now. The microphone itself, I actually like it. It's quality, and like I say, it's chargeable. Doesn't take batteries. Got its own built-in battery, which I really like, because I really want to get away from buying batteries all the time. Why won't you go in? It's so hard to do this without my glasses on. I gotta. So that's on, and just plug this in the port down here, which I can't do right now because I can't see it without my glasses, but it's actually good. The microphone seems to be good quality. I don't like this. I can't use this on a windy day. This thing's gonna go whoosh and gone, but it's actually it's pretty good quality as far as the build goes. Well, quality, sound quality, we'll have to find out, but so it's got the different settings. I don't remember now what they were. It's got the minus 10 decibel and plus 20 for different ones, same as my other one that came with the other camera. But it's got another one, another function. I can't remember what it is. I don't remember. But I'll only use this when I'm out somewhere anyways. When I'm working in the garage here, I'll be using my other microphones. Hopefully my wireless microphone works. Like I say, I haven't been able to use it since I got it, so I don't know. But we will find out, because I'm going to experiment with that. But it's nice. I don't really have an issue with it. It's my wired mic with the long, I can't remember how long the cord is. And my wireless mic. So this camera has has manual focus or autofocus, and the manuals that come with these things really don't say a whole lot. They're just kind of basic stuff. But autofocus, well, that's kind of, you know, self-explanatory. But manual focus is I'm going through the menu, and I can go through the menu with the remote too, which is kind of nice. It does have touch screen. I didn't know that. I was using the buttons till I realized it's got touch screen. Makes it a whole lot easier. But I put it on manual focus, and I'm trying to figure out how do you focus with it. Well, it turns out the button that you start and stop recording with is the same with a DSLR. You push it halfway and it focuses. Before you take the picture, it does the same thing. So I couldn't figure it out. I was playing with it while I was in bed this morning, and if I push the button halfway, it focuses, and then when I let go of it, it goes back out of focus. It doesn't stay focused. And if I push it halfway, focus it, and then start recording, it goes out of focus again. So apparently you have to be recording video first, and then focus, and then the focus will stick. This is kind of weird, but that's the way they do it. But I don't really see any advantage to not using autofocus for my purposes anyways. It's just really pointless. So that kind of reminds me of something. My DB Cooper camera, it has facial detection, and when I was going through the menu I read that face detection or something like that. I don't understand the purpose of that, because these cameras are infinite focus. They're focused on infinity, so everything in the shot is in focus. So I can't focus on my face and have everything else around my background blurry like you get with a normal camera. And that's generally the purpose of the facial recognition. Sees your face, focuses on your face. These cameras don't focus. So what's the purpose of the facial recognition in an action camera? I have no idea. My nose is running pretty good now. I don't remember if there's anything else or not. So this was $329, and it had the $30 coupons, so $299 after the coupons applied. And I went looking at it today to see if it actually had a model number, because there's nothing in the manual, there's nothing on the camera that says the model number or anything. So I went to my purchase page. The price is now $271. So I'm thinking of getting a hold of Amazon and see if I can get some of that money back, because Walmart would do that. You buy something and then the next week it goes on sale, then you can get reimbursed the difference. So I'm going to see if Walmart, if Amazon will do that, because that's like $329. That's like $60 difference. So I'm gonna call up customer service and see what they say. And hopefully at some point today I will try calling Energizer again. I haven't done anything. I gotta call the ES950 dealer and ask about the battery charger. They still haven't got back to me yet. It's been a week and a half, so it's a good thing it's not an emergency. It's a good thing I actually have a charger that works. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. So I might have to go out twice today, because I'm going to go get me a coffee, and I have to go to Max, which is, that's when I went out yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or day before? I don't know. I think it was yesterday. When I did my last update video. I went to McDonald's, got a coffee, and halfway to the post office was on my low battery warning. And it was -5. Today's -12. And where I get my milk is farther than the post office, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So I might have to just go get my coffee, come home, charge the Monster up, and then go back out again, because I need milk. I gotta get milk today. Maybe I'll do that first. That's more important. Because I can make coffee at home. So I guess that's it. I don't think I have any more. So I'm going to play with this now. I'm going to record myself with it and finish talking. And I'm going to try out the different microphones. I'm going to start with the built-in microphone on the camera itself. And I'm going to use this one then I'm going to use my wired one, and then I'm going to use my wireless and see which one works. So, to do that, I am going to put this on my wall mount and hope it can handle the weight. That's the next question. And see how it's affected by the light coming in the door here. So I'm going to go out first, I think, before I do that, and give it a little more time for some more brightness to come in. I gotta wait for Zach to come home anyways. Make sure he parks over far enough that I can get the blower around him. I don't know. I'm just worried if I go in the house I'm not gonna come back out. I really don't feel like doing anything right now. Whoa, I don't know. I didn't bring my charger cable out with me. So, hopefully this battery isn't affected too much by the cold, because I won't be able to plug it in. I don't have a USB-C cord out here. Oops. I don't think it's here. Nope, just the microphone cords, that's it. So, I guess that's it. So the rest of the video will be from this guy. Hey, already I'm seeing a huge difference. Wow. If I can get closer and it focuses good. Back, autofocus. Nice. That's the other thing too with the with the manual focus. I can't do that with this. I think I mentioned that. I don't know. I can't. All I get is the record button. It doesn't have. It's not a two-stage button, so I can't just like slightly push it. And if I turn the light on, it lights up behind the camera, so it's not there. So I'm going to turn on the other light. It's holding the weight. Oh, that's like super bright. But I don't even know if I need that. Oh, that looks so clear. I'm impressed though. It looks really clear. The one thing I did notice is my wall mount, it doesn't stick out far enough. I can't screw the camera onto it with the microphone sticking out. There's just not enough room. So I can't put the microphone on until after I've got the camera on. That looks really clear. I'm impressed with that. I wonder. That's another thing I don't like. The zoom. If I hold the button down. That's one reason I don't like the electronic zooms. Like even if it's optical zoom and it's done electronically, I like to turn the ring to actually do it manually, because when I zoom in, I know this is digital zoom, which I hate anyways, but when I do it, it starts off slow and it gets faster, and it just kind of shoots right to the end. And then when I go back, it's the same thing. It starts off really fast and then slow. I don't like that. But either way, at least it works, right? I can zoom in a little bit. That's kind of good. Because I kind of have an incentive now to actually use my green screen again. Because this is a wider angle. And by the way, I'm using the camera's microphone right now. One built into the camera. So that's kind of nice. I like how it looks. That's a much better quality video than the other camera was. A lot better. Plus the viewing screen's not orange. I don't look orange. The last time I used it, I looked like a cartoon. This looks very nice. I'm impressed with how that looks. We'll see how it looks in the computer once I get everything done, but So I am going to, let me try something here. Okay, I'm going to switch to, I'm going to put the other camera. The problem is I can't use the light on it at the same time as the microphone, as they both connect to the hot shoe, so I can use either one or the other. So I'm going to stop this and I'm going to put the external microphone on and see what happens. Okay, why am I out of focus here? Am I still on auto? I don't know. Let me check the menu. It's supposed to be autofocus, it's not focusing. Why not? Oh, okay. I can't hit the menu when I'm recording, so I'll stop for a second. Okay, that was weird. So now I'm using the external microphone. Let's see how that sounds. But that was weird, it wasn't working. I had to turn it off and turn it back on to get the autofocus to work. I discovered the remote for the other camera, I can turn the camera off with the remote, but I couldn't turn it on. This one I can. That's kind of cool. The camera doesn't have to be on for it to see the remote. Okay, that's just weird. It wouldn't focus. I'd turn it off and turn it back on. So, it's good. I'm liking how that looks. No, I don't want to have to return it. So we'll have to see how. I like the looks of this anyways. I like the idea of having this light up there. This is the only camera of the three that I had chosen that actually had that with it. So I was gonna get one anyways, so I don't have to do that now, because it's like I say, I want to use this for working on the monster with, and that light's really gonna come in handy. And I've got the one on the back of the viewing screen, but you know, when I'm sitting here, obviously that's gonna have no effect. Let me try something here. Let me use my normal. Ooh, that's bright. It doesn't actually look too bad. Turn it down a bit. I don't even know if I need that. Oops. Wrong button. I don't even think I need that with this camera. Because that looks good as it is. I'm impressed. Okay, so that's the external microphone, the boom microphone that comes with it. Now I'll try my wired one, the one that I was using with the other camera before it stopped working. I'm not sure if it was actually the camera itself or the microphone, so I'm going to find that out right now. Alright, is it working? So I got my lapel mic right here, and I am now talking, and we'll see how this one sounds. I don't want to say too much just in case it doesn't work. So I'll try that out and see how that one works in the video. Okay, so I am now using my wireless microphone. With absolutely no indication whether it's working or not. The only indication I have on the screen is that the microphone is plugged in. I don't have any kind of indication that there's audio being received or anything. Not a clue. But if this works, the nice part about it, and the reason I bought it, is because I can wander around and I can go anywhere and keep talking, and I sound the same no matter where I am. I don't have to actually yell for the camera in the distance to hear me, which is a good thing, because that would really come in handy when I'm working on the monster, because if I'm facing away from the camera, you can barely hear what I'm saying. So with this, my voice is always the same volume, no matter where I am, no matter which direction I'm facing, as long as I'm not turning away from the microphone itself. The only problem I can see with that is in the summertime when I'm shirtless. Sitting here with my wired microphone, I've actually clipped it to my chest here. I'm not going to be able to do that with this because, oops. Because I got two things to clip. This has got a bit of a cord on it. I can clip it to my waistband or something if I need to, but then I got this cord hanging. I don't know. I can clip it to my glasses. I've done that before. If I can actually see it. I don't know. I've done that before. I've clipped it to my glasses before. Yeah, we'll see if this works. I'm not going to say too much more just in case it's not. I'm going to go back to the camera's built-in microphone. So that's it. I'm not sure what else to talk about. I can't think of anything else. I'll have to see what the video looks like, but if it's recording what I'm seeing on the screen, I'm thinking it's pretty good. Because it's super sharp picture, exposure is just beautiful. I get close to it, it's nice and focused. I'm about a foot away. I'm not sure. Because apparently the focus range is 0.33 feet. So that would be 4 inches, which is what it said. 10 centimeters, 4 inches, 0.33 feet. That's kind of cool. So if it works good, then that's good. The other thing I've noticed, the card, not noticed, but I just thought of something to talk about. The memory card that came with it's a 64 gigabyte SD card, and it looks like a SanDisk, and I'm thinking, well, they didn't go cheap. It looks like a SanDisk, but I put my glasses on, it's not a SanDisk. There's actually no name on it. So I'm thinking, uh-oh. But I tested it. It's definitely 64 gigabytes, so that's good. Am I going to trust it? Probably not. I'll probably get an actual SanDisk. I can put up to 128 gigabyte card in this. So I've seen $30, but I don't know the brand, so I'll have to look and see what the SanDisk. Because SanDisk is the only cards that I use, the only ones I trust. So I'll have to see what the prices are. So right now, on my other camera, it's got an 8 gigabyte card in it. That's the one I've been using. I have filled it up. My Fuji had a 16 gigabyte, and I don't know where that went. I took it out of the camera when I discovered the batteries were toast, just to be sure. I don't know where it went. I can't find it. But a 16 gigabyte card's the biggest card I've ever had in SD size with the big cards. So I don't know where that card went to. And it's, I don't know. It just disappeared. I was kind of hoping it would be sitting out here somewhere when I come out. I completely forgot to check that when I come out, but I'm checking now and I don't see it. It is not sitting here. I would have left it on the desk here. Unless it's very possible I put it up there or up here. I can't see with the light shining in my face. I don't know. I don't see it. So I'm pretty sure I took it in the house. I probably stuck it inside something and then forgot where I stuck it inside. I don't know. Oh yeah, I just gotta chill. I'm starting to get cold sitting here. So, Zach's not home yet. And it's 8 o'clock now. I are really getting chilled sitting here. Wow. Okay, so the battery has 3 bars on it. It's still showing 2, so we're doing good that way. It's not really complaining about the cold too much, apparently. I don't know what else to say. I'm happy. Yeah, I'll see how the microphones worked. Hopefully the camera's built-in microphone is good enough that you can hear what I'm saying here. But we'll find out. And I'll see how the other microphones worked out. Oh, man. So I guess that's it. I don't know what else to talk about. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stick a little spot of glue just to keep this, because it's like... I get a wind blowing on that. That's just going to come right off. That's like really, really loose. So I'll just stick a spot of glue on there. Probably clear nail polish. I have that because I'm allergic to stainless steel. And I have to put that on the back of my watches, otherwise I get a rash on my wrist underneath my watch. So every time I get a new watch, I have to put clear nail polish on the back of it, so it doesn't make direct contact with my skin. So that's what I did with my other one. It was actually... what was that for? Oh, my voice recorder. And the microphone, the little foamy on it, like this one holds really, this one holds good and tight. I don't need to worry about that one falling off. Yeah, same with this one. I have to really pull on it to get it to move, so I don't have to worry about that with these. But on it, I was using it when I was going out on the scooter. And I lost one, so I bought a package of them, and I just put a spot of clear nail polish on it, and it never fell off again. So I'll probably do that with this, because I don't know what size that would be to replace it. So, you know, and that's kind of important. If I'm outside and it's a little bit windy, you got to have that foam on there to block that wind noise. So anyway, I guess that's all I got. I might shovel a little bit more just to get some heat back in me. And then I'm going to head out and just kind of see how far I can go, I guess. But before I do that, I got to take this camera in the house. I'm not going to leave it in the garage like I did with the other one. Well, like I say, the other one I can stick it in my coat pocket. This one I can't do that with. It's way too big. So, wasn't really expecting that. So I guess that's all I got. That will conclude my test, and I can't really comment on the video quality because I haven't seen it yet, but I will take a look and hopefully it's good. Like I say, it looks awesome in the viewing screen, and it's showing what the camera sees, so if it's recording what I'm seeing, that's good quality. Because the other camera, I paid like $120 for it or something. And it's got some serious purple fringe with it. It's a very low quality video, but it worked fine for sitting here talking, so that was good. But this camera has to replace that camera plus my Fuji. I need to use it outdoors for doing different things. Like the fire department's on a call, and you know, I'm not already out. I'm not going to have this camera with me if I'm already out, but you know, I got something a little better quality. I can't zoom in like I wanted to. No, I need a more expensive camera for that option. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I get kind of used to settling for what I can afford and not getting what I actually need. I'm used to that. But, them's the breaks. At least I have something. I'll go with that. I have something. So it's going to solve a whole bunch of problems. And it kind of gives me an incentive to get my green screen built. Because I got a different one that I can't use the stand one. It takes up way too much room. And even when I'm not using it, it's a pain to move it around. So I got the doweling that I can just roll it up with. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I won't be doing anything till the warm weather gets here, though. Getting chilled again. So we'll see what happens. But at least now I have an incentive. So anyway, that's all I got. So at the moment, I don't hate the camera. I'm happy with it for what I've seen so far. And I'll just kind of see how it works out over time. And hopefully all is good. So that's it. Thanks for watching. And something else I was going to say, I don't remember what it was. But either way, thanks for watching.